down with OTC? Down with OTC. OTC. Are you down with OTC? Are you down with OTC? OTC. Are you down with OTC? Down with OTC. Down with OTC.
Yo, welcome to On the Chain, the OTC community. Welcome. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip.
Chip, right here.
Right there. Man, this is exciting. Today we are going to talk about all the different possible uses. Well, not all of them. We're going to talk about the fact that Ripple or XRP or Flare, Wanchain, and there's so many great use cases that are popping up with XRP and all the other digital assets in the space. And we might even reflect on the fact that what Binance BNB might be centralized. What is that all about?
We're gonna dig in, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain with Jeff and Chip.
You join in? Awesome.
It's exciting,
My son
man.
is going to join in.
He's going to join in?
Chip, check this out.
I can't be 100% sure, but I think it's magic. That's my XRP. It is magic right now because it's pumping.
Man.
It was 145, 46, 47, back down to 145 as we record this.
Nice.
Man, really cool.
Nice.
And, yeah, right. So I mean, it's really a phenomenal type of a thing. And I was actually on a Clubhouse today earlier with John Doe.
Sweet.
And don't want to say the real name. I'm going to think of the other icon of pawn. So we went in to welcome one of the guys in there. Next thing you know, we're talking for 25 minutes about digital assets. What's going on? Hey, so XRP Julian, hello.
What's up, Allie?
What's up, Allie? How are you doing, Allie? Home with a fractured ankle. Man, You got to be careful, Ali. You got to relax. I know you're excited about the XRP pump, but don't be dancing around too much. Fracture that ankle, man. I hope you get better soon. So
it's
there
crazy
you go.
when you start dancing around and the floor gets a little slick, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're kind of on your ass, and you're like, "Oh my god, what was I doing?"
Yeah, that was cool, man. I was on the convo today with Iconopon and John Doe. It was really great conversation. And next thing you know, 25 minutes went by pretty fast. So I was like, "What in the heck is going on here?"
That was quick.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. That's it. I think Jeff and I actually talked about a potential idea. By the way, guys, if you don't know, that is our official merch right there. That's the very first.
This is right there.
Turn around, Jeff, so he can see what's on the. They can see what's on the back there. There it is on the chain. What is up, people?
Sweet, right?
Right. I'm really digging it.
Pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet.
So I think we can actually release it.
Man, the shirt flew in all the way from Nicaragua,
which I love. So yeah, that's very cool. So Jeff, I think we can almost officially release this, no?
Yeah, I think so. And the material is good, quality is good, the printing is good. Man, I'm fired up. I think it's really good.
I'm excited, guys.
We can go live with the merch store. This was like test sample number 1, and it came out good.
That's good, man.
Sweet.
Trying to remember. Oh, okay. So here it is, guys. Let me put it on here. Hope I don't freeze, which is always possible.
And E King made it all the way home from work just to tune in on time. It's awesome.
There it is, guys. That's it. That's it. On the chain.shop is the official merch store right there. And nice. I'm going to probably end up on the chain store.
Is it on? Is it live?
Yeah, it's live. It's on, man. There you go.
Wow,
There's
nice.
the merch store. There's Jeff and I. Of course, you got this cool the Ripple SEC Wars shirt, which is a takeoff on the whole Star Wars thing. So you got SEC Wars across the top and then the bottom there. SEC Wars, Ripple Strikes Back. Bam! That's an old takeoff of a little Star Wars stuff. I'm gonna order one of these.
XRP Speedboat, no adverse reactions. I don't know yet. I didn't even get a chance to wash it. It came in today, so I didn't wash it. So I don't know what the adverse reactions are. The chemicals that are in here. This
milk bottle will soon replace my very own bottle right here that I use, which will be pretty cool. So on the chain.shop, comes in a lot of different colors, hoodies. You can get stuff. It's a little more tasteful on some things. Like, hang on, let's go like that. Yeah. So little clean little thing right there. Ripple Strikes Back, little hoodie. Front and back actions. Got the zipper on it. Obviously, you can't have it go across there. And we also have female stuff too, right? Here's a woman's tee too. They're not going to wear our clunky old guy tees. And there's the one that Jeff is wearing right there. You can see it. He's wearing it right there. So
I think I'm wearing the one on the right. I think
this one here.
What is the? Let me see the version.
Comfort Tee, Tri-Blend.
I think it's the Tri-Blend.
So the Tri-Blend. So
what else?
The difference in price has to do with the kind of fibers used. Some of them are a little bit more upgraded. So
I like it.
Then there's like gear bags too. You can buy like gear bags.
That's exciting.
That's when you throw all your batteries, your travel batteries and all that stuff in there. But yeah, man, it's
pretty soon we'll get the logos going. We get
that on the chain. Yeah, pretty soon we'll have the XRP shirts with on the chain.
Got to get some Guinness glasses with the on the chain.
This is the one I'm excited about too. That's going to make a nice bourbon glass right there. It's going to be sweet.
That's a big bourbon glass.
Yeah. Well, you mix a little bit.
And when XRP is at $10, you can get some nicer bourbon.
And don't forget your mask, man. You got to have a mask on XRP. So that we have masks available and everything too. Because if you're going to wear something, it might as well be something cool. And here's the we have the distress logo too. So real tasteful on the front, and the old like melt your face like XRP is about to do to everybody soon. Which Mr. X, I believe, coined that phrase, melt your face. So there it is, guys. It's there. It's official. It's there. So you guys can actually do it. I'll drop it in there. So look forward to you guys wearing our gear.
Our one and only Twitch viewer. Everything.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was watching your Saturday show on Twitch because
nice.
I don't know. I was like loving the experience.
Just have a better vibe.
It's not necessarily a better vibe. It's kind of cool to watch it on something different, I mean, I can flip it off to the side of my screen and go somewhere else and flip it back, where YouTube makes you have to upgrade for that, and Twitch is just like native.
You guys ship to Europe, in
Vlad, very good question. Actually, this is some of the colors aren't available in Europe, but actually one of the reasons we selected this particular vendor is because they also ship directly from Europe. So you're not going to get it shipped from the States. It'll ship from Europe. If you're in Europe or closer, it'll ship from there. Now, one thing I think, Jeff, we should let everybody know is that there is a little bit of they tell you right up front, it takes maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, it took about 2 weeks.
So don't get in and think you're going to have it like the next day. And I don't know if that has anything to do with current times, but it shipped and Jeff was kept in the loop.
Exciting.
Yeah, it was kept in the loop, and
yeah.
So it's very
always
cool.
Everyone get on me. I read the chat. I'm laughing at the chat.
It's fun.
Am I the only one that reads the chat and laughs?
No, I do that all the time. You'll be on a real serious topic, and I'll be like, "Well, that happened last night when Christian was on. He was like going into something really serious." And I look in the chat, and people are like poking each other in the eyes and laughing, and I'm like, "It's hard not to laugh. I mean, it really is." Let's get to some of the big topics.
To the moon.
Let's get to some of the big topics. Yeah, we shipped the moon. Yeah, but Mars, I don't know. I don't think we've got a carrier for that yet. But so let's talk about what's at hand. So WanChain, right? WanChain put this tweet out, which I thought was really creative. XRP is not DeFi. XRP is not XRP is hashtag. XRP is DeFi. XRP is DeFi. WanChain's new decentralized XRP cross-chain bridges are live.
Wow.
Set your XRP free.
Dude, that's a big step in the right direction.
It's freaking massive. And so this is their blog post on it right there.
So
so ushering in XRP's DeFi era, introducing decentralized XRP cross-chain bridge. The WanChain is live.
So what is the WanChain? If we get into it, let's figure out what the WanChain actually is and how do you actually put your XRP into the DeFi space?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're not 100% sure on right now is like what are the rewards and stuff. We'll have to dig a little bit deeper on that because it doesn't really reveal it in here. But I will get to one. Okay, so right here. So this is key. Says, obviously, DeFi is one of the more important growth drivers in blockchain. Due to Ethereum's dominance and the nature of the siloed blockchains, most tokens and their holders are unable to take advantage of the innovations of DeFi. But thanks to WanChain's new XRP ledger, Ethereum and XRP ledger, WanChain's bridges XRP holders. So think of it like they've got an interoperable blockchain. And so much the same way when you mint the way, there's some similarities that you can draw to that I've already seen, and you can draw to Flare Network. But now you can put your XRP to work and engage in the world's most many DeFi applications, such as WanSwap and innovative cross-chain decentralized exchange.
Nice.
In other words, XRP holders can now securely use their XRP to farm, mine, provide liquidity rather than simply leaving your tokens either like in an inactive wallet or on an exchange. XRP tokens can now finally engage with DeFi apps and reach their full potential. So this is where we're headed, Jeff. We're looking at getting another expert who's really versed in the node, running master nodes and creating this passive income, right? So you launch a master node, you launch one, and it starts bringing in. That's why Jeff nailed this. I think it was a couple years ago when he said he doesn't believe in off ramps. Well, guess what? There are no more off ramps. Your off ramps are continuing to hold your digital assets, but making your digital assets work for you, and that's really what's phenomenal.
And that's key. Now, here's the question: as you go through this and you see all the great benefit of the XRP into the DeFi space, now, do you feel comfortable? You're taking this asset, still immature, still growing up. It's got a long way to run. Do you feel comfortable taking that asset and put it into a potentially risky environment? I'm not saying it's risky 100%, but there's risk involved in putting it into the DeFi. I don't know, maybe not, but if you're staking it on a platform, I'm just saying, do you feel comfortable in that kind of environment? Not like, you take it to Celsius, you put it on Celsius, and you kind of have some level of expectation. Now they're not actually paying any kind of yield on XRP, on Celsius. They stopped that temporarily. So it's limited in space. But do you feel comfortable doing that? And is there a way to get a master node in that space? And do you have to use XRP, or is there another asset that you can utilize in the WAN chain? And can you get a WAN chain master node?
Well, WAN chain has its own token too. So they have their own token. But I think what's key here is the fact that for the very first time ever, because DeFi is complicated, right? We pull up Yearn, what is it, Yearn Finance?
Yep.
Yeah, so we pull that up every once in a while. We look at that and it's like, oh my gosh, look what's going on. Look, the space is it can be risky. I thought it might be good to just kind of trip through this a little bit because there's some really good information in here. So cross-chain enabled XRP tokens are collectively referred to as WAN XRP. So on the Flare, how they call it an F, you're sort of like FXRP, you're spinning something new up, or if you're using your XRP as collateral. So it's kind of has three designations where as required, XRP tokens on Ethereum will be referred to as WAN XRP at Ethereum. So now you know that those are XRP tokens on Ethereum, and then XRP tokens on WAN chain will be referred to as WAN XRP at WAN chain. So you kind of know, by the name right here, you know exactly what it's doing and where it's going. So cross-chain enabled XRP tokens are made possible by the universal multi-chain bridges. Fundamental to this cross-chain mechanism is WAN chain storming group. Currently consists of 25 decentralized storming nodes, right?
Where is the storming group?
No clue.
Where's the WAN chain?
No clue. I don't care. We can get into that a little bit, but when a user initiates a transaction to move their XRP tokens to a DeFi-friendly smart contract-compatible blockchain, say that 3 times fast, WAN chain storming group transfers the relevant XRP tokens to a locked account on the XRP ledger. Then the storming group then mints the corresponding tokens on either Ethereum as WAN at Ethereum or WAN chain, like we talked about before. Swapping WAN XRP between Ethereum and WAN chain is a simple affair. Built on an existing ERC20/WRC20 bridges. So when such a transaction is required, the storming group will both burn the WAN XRP on the origin chain and then mints the new WAN XRP on the destination chain. So this is kind of like what it looks like in a bullet point form. The following cross-chain bridges are now available. Yeah. So on the ledger, you've got WAN chain bridge, which is XRP at XRP ledger, WAN XRP at WAN chain. You've got also Ethereum bridge. And then you've got this other flavor of it down here. So XRP at the WAN chain. So that's pretty much what it is.
All right, I'm trying to find them.
WAN chain?
Yeah, I found if you go to wanchain.org, you can check them out. Then we get to their leadership team. Then we can start tracking down the leadership team. And we'll identify exactly where they're based out of.
Share your screen because I don't want to. You know how risky this is. So they basically bring you through, and again, you guys can just go see WAN Chain on Twitter. But they on their blog post they explain how to set up the WAN Chain desktop wallet. You can download to your computer. Let me get out of this a little bit, because we're going to pass by this. They do step by step on what to do, then how to click it, convert back to your original chain. Then you blah, 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 go. So here's the XRP at XRPL. This is the WAN chain at Ethereum one. There's the amounts in there. Then you can do the WAN bridge, which shows you how to do that and convert that and set that up here. And that's pretty much it.
All right, I found it. It's on their website, so it's not like it's hidden. But they have a team that spans the entire globe from Beijing to Austin.
Wow, that's quite the well, keep Austin weird anyway.
I'm assuming it's Beijing, China, and Austin, Texas. Can't be 100% sure.
But I know it's magic when it comes to XRP, that's for sure.
But it's interesting. You get into the whole project here.
Yeah, I think we looked at WAN Chain a little bit. I think we looked at this a little bit, but the whole idea of interoperable blockchains is pretty cool. I think that's the whole.
Sweet. It's the future.
It certainly isn't the past, unless you're dealing with Swift.
There you go. There's your Ethereum.
Let's make that full screen for a second here.
There's your altcoin. Yep. That's about it. What else we got? The land chain, the roadmap. See what kind of roadmap we got here. 2020.
XRP check.
I'm trying to find it. I don't see it on their roadmap.
Well, I think you got to click that little link that takes you off. Go up a little bit. Go up. Right there. It says the 2020 plan. You got to click that sucker. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So they posted it as a blog post over a Medium there.
Oh. Right.
There's your roadmap, boss.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, exciting stuff. And again, we'll probably have to learn more as you know, as time, a little bit of time goes on. Now, Crypto Eddie on Wednesday is going to be. She has the CEO of OneChain on to talk about it. So there should be some more knowledge gleaned from that. And tomorrow, on the Ripple X broadcast on Twitch, I should drop it in the chat there. But Matt Hamilton runs that, and he's going to be talking to the team at OneChain. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. We should probably take a look at that. I'll definitely be watching that. I'm pretty excited about that. Matter of fact, I did tweet that out. Let me see if I can just pull that tweet up, because I think you guys, if you're on Twitch, you're going to want to go ahead and set an alert and follow Ripple X there, because this is bound to be. I'm sure they needed some really techie stuff, but it's going to be good. There you go. At XRP dot additional ERC20s. Nice.
Look at that. We've had our eyes on the Polkadot ecosystem for quite some time, and they will form a big part of the strategy moving forward. We plan to integrate Polkadot and the DOT token, as well as other substrate-based tokens. Of course, we'll continue to integrate other ERC20 tokens in order to make them available for usage in the OneChain DeFi ecosystem, which has seen major growth in recent months, including WanSwap, WanLend, Lend, as well as several other major products under development, such as WAN Farm and other DeFi apps. Man, I mean, they're building. You know what? It's interesting, to see, how this space is really growing, and some of the things that, we see happening. Interesting that, they have an office in Austin, but so much of this development is happening elsewhere. It's not happening in the US. It's all happening outside the US. And I brought up Celsius before, but Celsius stopped paying the yield only in the US, but not elsewhere around the world. So I find that, to be a little bit interesting too.
Yeah, but they're heavily regulated. One of the things, we brought Alex on, we dived into their existence when they first came on the scene. The first thing they did was go right to the regulators before they even opened an office, but they went right into regulation, make sure they were doing everything right. And that's just, that's who Alex Mashinsky is, So yeah. What may have happened, there might be something going on in the background we're unaware of, where maybe they said like, hey man, we might want to just cool the whole thing with the XRP for a while, or give it a break, or potentially maybe they're looking at rolling something out. They're going to need some, SEC permission. They don't want any improprieties where it looks like over here, oh, but wait a minute, you guys could still be selling a potential security. They probably got lawyered up, and the lawyer said, hey man, just cool it, take a little break. This thing will be over fast enough. So, I mean, bummer for us that, that have XRP that don't get any payouts anymore, but it's just the way it is, man.
That's how it goes.
That's how that cookie crumbles. That's what they used to say, Jeff. That cookie crumbles,
Here's the question from Crypto Kane. Why do WanChain if you have Flare network?
Well, because part of it is they have different offerings. So yeah, I mean, there's some crossover, but as far as staking, there's some things you're not going to be able to do on, at least right now, and on Flare. So again, it's just a bigger ecosystem you can be part of. So, and we don't know exactly how that's going to look anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how that ends up, what that ends up looking like.
Yep, exactly.
Let me see
Apex, MySpec, Celsius making moves for a new public release, hence the move against XRP. I don't know. What are your thoughts? If you were just to speculate? I know we don't speculate a lot on the show, but if you were to speculate, Apex comment on Celsius, do you see a bigger move here? They have the Cell token. Cell token's actually doing pretty decent at around $7. Does the Cell token follow the same course that BNB does and hit that 500 plus mark? And according to Apex, do you think it's going to go public in some way, shape, or form?
Potentially, yeah. Potentially think it could. But who knows, man? I mean, who knows? I certainly, it's hard to know, man. But I mean, what are your thoughts?
Cassettes.
Cassettes are a good move, Jeff, especially if it's like if you're getting into like the mid to late 80s. I think it's a good thing.
I think I have a whole bunch of cassettes over here someplace.
There it is right there. So that is the Ripple X dev team right there. And I will drop the link in the chat, guys. Go follow them on Twitch. You'll get an alert tomorrow when Matt Hamilton goes live. It starts in, let's see. Yeah. So.
Yo, check this out. When was the last time you saw VetBro commenting on the chat?
VetBro, I haven't seen VetBro in a while. It's good to see VetBro.
VetBro. Cell token would need to burn half its supply, like BNB did.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Potentially. So here is it right here. The OneChain Org team talks with XRP cross-chain bridges with Matt Hamilton on Twitch tomorrow, 4/13. It's at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Oh, nice.
What is that? 2 p.m. our time, Jeff, over here in Miami.
Nice.
So somebody had asked a good question here. So why is this news? Feels like a downgrade. And Matt chimed in and said, well, OneChain's all about integrating other blockchains. Integrating with the XRP ledger opens up a whole new load of possibilities to use XRP with Ethereum-based smart contracts on OneChain. So there you go. So there's going to be activity happening over there on, in the smart contract world of Ethereum where you're not going to be able to participate in it. So again, it's pretty much expanding the ecosystem and creating more opportunities. So what do you think of Flare Ripple funded Flare, right? I'm not implying that you should pick one. Hell, the more the merrier. Matt chimed in. This is similar to Flare in some ways, different than others, which we kind of just said. Flare says incorrect, almost no similarities. OneChain is a custodial bridge solution. No practical difference to a K of N multisig. Concentration of financial risk is in such a scheme coupled to proof of stake consensus in their network is dangerous. BitGo or others preferable for custodial. So yeah, this brings up the risk that you were talking about a little bit earlier. So yeah, this one's not true. OneChain's not custodial bridge solution. Fully over collateralize the assets which are being cross-chained. Proof of stake consensus also the more reliable one when compared to proof of work. Also not centralized. And then Flare said, well, the Storming Group is simply 21 unregistered master nodes. Again, if you want to use a custodial service, it's better to have one registered custodial service, such as BitGo. And then they went back by that logic.
That's a solid point, though. I like that.
It is yeah, I do too. I actually like it too. It says by that logic, wouldn't every agent on Flare also be an unregistered MSB? And Flare, nope. Flare is a cross-chain decentralized exchange where agents are part of a dynamic system to generate hedged synthetic representations similar to DAI, but without a change in market delta. Damn, this is getting complicated, Jeff.
Well, keep going.
Matt says, so I send XRP to a Flare agent that custodies it, correct? How is that different to me sending XRP to the Juan Storman address that custodies it? And then the agent isn't a custodian. That is their XRP now. Ah, interesting. So you have made a direct payment to them, and in return, they've given you back FXRP on the Flare network in return. What's the reason that agent still doesn't need an MSB license? They, the agent, haven't given you anything. Are you aware of how a DEX works? Please read the docs. Wow, man, they're really being harsh here, man.
Holy cow. That's
holy
brutal.
Cow, man. They know who they're talking to here. It's Matt Hamilton. He's not like the guy that doesn't code. Well, if I give my XRP to an agent in Flare, then something somewhere gives me something in return. I presume that thing is FXRP, who has given that to me. And then Flare says a smart contract operated by a decentralized network that reads transaction on the XRP ledger, though, or the ledger through. This is the state. They put a link to the state their Git book over there, which is their documentation. They just threw the docs at Matt Hamilton across the room.
What in the world?
They just whipped them at him. They're like, read the docs. Matt comes back with another question, and boom, there it is. There's the Git book right there. There's their docs. So there you go. Bam.
Bam.
Bam. Boom.
How awesome is that? I think GDLT got it. It's complicated. But I think we get the gist. Buy more XRP.
G, nice going. I like when G can just like put it down to like simple words, right? But man, they want all like Ninja Warrior on Matt Hamilton here, man. This is like,
it's too much.
you know, it's a little
Apex,
bit
just
too
remember,
much.
anyone who didn't inherit massive wealth made huge bets, largely based on early speculation. Oh, that's from earlier comments. Nice, that's awesome.
Right. I just wanted to run over here. So here's their docs right here. So Matt's gonna like be consuming this in his spare time.
I'm sure he's probably already read through it already.
There's the connector. There's the cost now. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if he did comment anymore. It got a little nutty though.
That was amazing. Hey, so on a side note, you remember that little company called Microstrategy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're paying their board of directors in Bitcoin.
By the way, Jeff, you know what the more important question that I want to know is? How much their board of directors get for showing up at a quarterly meeting 4 times a year? Now they're just phoning it in. Literally, they're zooming it in. They're like,
Oh, how many Bitcoin do you think they get for
check out my meetings? Check out my wallet. Look at my digital wallet. So they said they're all going to get digital wallets. Is that the gist?
Let's see. The board of directors of software company MicroStrategy now receives its board fees. Man, how do you become a board member of MicroStrategy? I got to figure that out. I want to be a board member, sitting board member of MicroStrategy.
You're chosen, Jeff. They don't say like, oh yeah, we got to have Jeff over here who's on the chain show, you know, and Chip.
Need to be saying that.
What I wanted to find out, Jeff, is how do we become what are those not influencers, people that direct other projects? What do they call that? I see all these other YouTubers. They're like, full disclosure, these are these
advisors.
Yeah, they're advising projects, right? They're advisors. That's what I want to know. It's like, I want to be an advisor to several projects so I can explain to them a little bit of the marketing stuff that they're missing and some other little things here and there to get out to the.
There you go.
That's what we want to do.
Awesome. That's awesome. Get a little bit of that Bitcoin. Get a little of that Bitcom. Get your fees in Bitcom.
And this is an exciting title. Look at this, Jeff. I saw this and I'm like, you know what? It's kind of fun right now being an XRP, because everyone back then we were like, dude, you're the dumbest guy. By the way, my BTC Maxi buddy, he said XRP is not going to last. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? He goes, no, it's going away. I'm like, what? He's like, no one's going to use it. I'm like, all right, okay, buddy. You can't even go. Look at this. Bitcoin dominance at a 2-year low as XRP and Binance's BNB rally. Bitcoin prices have doubled this year, but several major altcoins have risen by many multiples. And the funny thing is, in the short term, it's been much higher. So the fact is that their dominance is well down, which is a good thing, because I think that as markets become more robust, as more people come in, this Coinbase IPO is going to bring just a stampede of people to be like, what's this? You know what their symbol is, Jeff? For Coinbase?
No, what is it?
Coin. It's perfect. Coin. And people would be like, yo, yeah, there's their stock symbol.
It's nice.
Hey, did you get some coin? I picked up some coin today, Jeff. You know.
Oh yeah, gotta get that.
Yeah, I got a little bit of coin, you know. So anyway, it's just really kind of an eye-catching headline, which I like to see, because I mean, man, it's kind of nice to get a little bit of love here and there. You know, it's like a little bit of love for the community.
That's right. Here you go.
I like it.
Massari researchers slam Binance smart chain over centralized validators. With Binance Chain's 11 validators hand-selecting Binance smart chains validators daily, analysts are warning of the protocol's centralization. Kind of reminds you of the digital yuan. On Monday, Massari researcher Ryan Watkins took aim at the centralization of Binance smart chains validators, stating, every cycle, people get hoodwinked by the latest centralized solution to all blockchain problems. Yeah, flim-flams.
But what exactly? How is it exactly though? What part of it are they saying is centralized?
I don't know. You got to keep digging.
Well, don't forget, Massari is no fan of XRP. Remember, they came out with all these reports slamming XRP and Ripple.
Oh yeah.
So,
I don't know. You got to read the article.
I don't want to read. There's a lot of reading right there. But look at this, Jeff. This is interesting. Hey, imagine being on the same board with Jay Clayton or Jeff.
Oh yeah, see that?
See, now people are thinking they're getting creative with their XRP panic. Yeah, he is. Gave a like, gave some love. Yeah, there you go.
If it was, imagine you could sit on the board. Imagine Microstrategy with Chip and Jeff on the board.
Why not, man?
Everything would be perfect.
We'd bring bourbon so that we bring a little bit of culture to the board meetings because they're probably like just numbers and all kinds of boring stuff. And we'll be like, would anybody like a drinky poo? You know, we'll be like some nice pours. You know what I mean? A little bit of maybe some stogies going around. I think that would be fun.
There you go. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, look at that right there. You can buy, Mr. K says you can buy coin from FTX exchange. I have the link if anyone wants at $5.90 a share.
$5.90 a share. What in the world?
That means, Jeff, I think you should buy some because as soon as you buy it, I'll be able to pick it up for $3.50.
Officially live in 2 days with the direct listing.
That's incredible, man. But again, you know, look,
too much.
That's what everybody doesn't realize about that. Everyone's like, Bitcoin. Listen, Bitcoin's the greatest thing ever. It's bringing so many great people, so many beautiful new, you know, fantastic digital asset enthusiasts over. And they're going to be like, oh, they start, you know, because, you know, you go into a store, like they always have a sale and you go in for the one thing. And if this happens to you, like if you go early morning right before your show started on Saturday, I ran out to get some eggs and I got all this stuff, Jeff. And for some reason, those eggs slid back in the cart. I didn't put them on the you know, the conveyor belt. And I'm walking out the store with the thing. And, you know, my mask is, I'm not wearing a mask. And I like go shove the cart to the kid. The kid's like, "Are those your eggs in the basket?" I'm like, "Why, yes, they are. Thank you." And I walk back in and get in line again and pay for the damn eggs. But again, you go in for one thing, you come out with other things. You go in for the Bitcoin, you're like, how much is it? 60,000. Wow. Wait a minute. How much is this XRP right here? $1.45? Huh.
Hey,
how many can I buy?
Hey, Mel G is down with the bourbon tasting with the OTC.
All right.
Yeah, we should have a whiskey bourbon tasting event, live event, South Florida. We got all the on the chain, the Florida on the chain community people plus others would fly down. It could be like a massive event.
Oh my God, guys, look at this. It's our boy Alex D. Alex, man, you had us so worried, dude. Bitcoin's about, listen, you guys don't know Alex D had an unscheduled stop to the hospital, man. And it's so cool to see you, man. Wow, yeah, a little scared there. But anyway, when you did that, I mean, you're like in a hospital bed. You just had some major surgery and you're doing videos, dude. I commend you. I was like,
from the hospital.
Yeah, he was from the hospital bed. And then, you know, as he was leaving, I saw his video earlier, which we got the chance to hear from his wife, but we didn't get to see her on camera. But Jeff, I was unaware that his wife had a YouTube channel that has 24,000 subs, and she doesn't really do it that much anymore. I'm like, 24,000 subs? That's like 10,000 more than we have. And Jeff and I have been doing this for 14 years or something like that. 14. I don't know. Or a year and a half or 2 years. We have the slowest growth in YouTube ever. There's like some new YouTuber flies out of the
best. We got the best community.
We do have the best community.
By far the best community in all of YouTube.
Well, that's why I got to put Alex D's. And you guys, I mean, and Alex D, man, his videos are so fun to watch, and his catchphrase is so great at the end. And he did the catchphrase today, but I did notice, Alex, that you did tone it down for your wifey there. He didn't say the full word. He said the F. Huh. Now I was paying attention, man. That was very classy. That was a very classy move. I know what you're doing there. I saw that.
I guess we got people look at that XRP Julian will drive to Miami to go bourbon tasting. Got Apex says he doesn't drink whiskey or bourbon, but he'll come down for some tequila or gin.
All right, I'm a
maybe
tequila
he'll be
guy.
Drinking the Bombay Sapphire or the
Apex. Are you into? I just got into some small batch mezcal. So my wife and I have been drinking some mezcal. And man, have you had that at all, Jeff?
I don't drink tequila.
Jeff,
not in my repertoire.
Jeff, this is not tequila. It's mezcal, and man, it is. It's like the one I'm drinking now is like a very good smoky Islay from Scotland. It's like an Islay smoke, man, major smoke. If I gave it to you and then didn't tell you it was mezcal, you'd be like, "Oh, what is this?" I mean, you might get tipped off because it's clear, but just nice sort of finish with a nice smoke.
And CAK, hey, old man, just stop by, give a thumbs up, and it's got to go.
Let me get my walker out, Jeff. Old man, I love that. Hey, what's going on, young kid there?
Young whippersnapper.
Vago Mezcal
Yeah.
right there. Vago. I'm not sure what the one
CAK's
I'm
been around
drinking
from the
about,
beginning.
but I'm into it. Yeah, so Mel G's into the finer stuff. She already knows.
Nice.
She's already down with it all. That's really cool. It was awesome that she was on our virtual meetup, so that was really cool. And
Nice.
again, this is what I like about the community. It's, today I got a chance to talk to John Doe for about 25 minutes and Icon of Pawn. Of course, they go by different names, so it's a little confusing for the old man. The old man's like, and I don't know, should I say the name? And it's like they show up at the virtual meetup and they have different names on the screen. I'm like, dude, use your YouTube name because that's the only way we know you. And they're like, this is Kevin Smith. I'm like, who's Kevin Smith? Okay, this is my YouTube. Okay, we don't know. I mean, who knows?
Dude, can you imagine having the Godfather on OTC? Little do people know you can do voices of everything, right? You do a lot of different voices. You know what else is pretty cool?
Come on, man, Berserker.
That is pretty cool. And you know what else was very cool?
It's very
Holy
funny.
cow, I froze.
Yeah, see, that's what you get. That's what you get.
I'll be right back.
Out he goes. All right. Well, while we've kicked him off the set here, it's time to go through some of the John Deaton tweets that he had posted here yesterday. In fact, I don't think we talked about these at all. But one of the things that John Deaton brought up here yesterday was related to these exchanges, these tiny little exchanges that we don't really know who they are, like Coinbase and Kraken and Binance. And one of the things that John D brought up was, he said, I hope to be proven wrong, but as I've said before, I do not believe that Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, etc. are going to relist or unsuspend XRP until the SEC comes out and issues a no action declaration, or we get clarity from the SDNY court, the Southern District of New York court. Now, before we get into his next comment there, what are your thoughts? Feedback on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought they were going to relist. It doesn't make any sense, right? And if your head's on the chopping block, nobody volunteers for the firing squad. I'm talking about the people that are getting shot at. Everyone's like, you know what? Hey, there's a cool lineup over there. Pick me. No one does that. No one says, let me do that. So look, you want to mitigate risk as you're a company, and people are like, relist XRP and then hashtag risk. Listen, man, as long as you can buy it somewhere, don't get caught up in all that hoopla. And he's absolutely right. It would have to issue like a no action declaration. I mean, that would be one of the things. But I don't see really why would Kraken, who just got their banking charter, why would they put themselves in harm's way? Why would Coinbase, who's going to have like one of the biggest IPOs of 2021, or who knows if ever, they're going to generate how many billion or $2 billion, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, you're right, we should relist XRP. It just doesn't make any sense.
Relist it now. Relist it right away.
It's just silliness. And then you got people.
John, yeah.
Well, you got people like, you have like JP Tiriad, who's like, hey man, our lawyers looked at it, they take a decision, they're like, hey, it's not a security until we find out it is. We're gonna sell it. But I did have somebody reach out to me today, and it was kind of unexpected and they said like, wow, big thank you, man. I'm so happy that I listened to you and this and that. And I was like, oh, geez, what did I say this time? But they're like, yeah, I bought more XRP. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Cool. I was like, that can go many different ways. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of cool because, and this is what kind of came up, John Doe and Icon of Pawn, we were kind of talking about this today, that, your friends, you talk to them. And then there's that one thing where like, even my wife, she's like, I go, so really, babe, what did you really think? Did you really think XRP would ever really go up? She's like, to be honest, no. Nope. I thought you were a little nuts. I thought she goes, but I got to give you some props for she's being so persistent. Like, who would have like waited 3+ years? I'm like, right there. And I'm like, Jeff and I did our research. We know what we're talking about. Our community did their research. They know what they're talking about. We banded together. We became the XRP community / army, the OTC, beautiful digital asset people group. And guess what? We knew in our hearts, we knew in our souls. And it's like, you know, I think it was Mr. K that said XRP is going to melt faces. Oh, hell yeah, man. Just like that Raiders of the Lost Ark, one of the guys, his face melts at the end.
Check out HBI. Check out HBI over here. I knew nothing about crypto when I was told to buy XRP. Look at me now. I understand a lot. I'm thankful.
I love that.
And that's a huge statement. I love that.
Isn't that funny? We call her HBI now. There's HBO, and then there's HBI. And if you want to know knowledge about crypto, you go to HBI. If you want to just like waste a couple hours, go to HBO. You know, it's like, there you go.
Chip, you're preaching.
I am preaching up in here. I get a little nutty. I have to like I always have to like bring it down a notch. I always got to remember, like, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Just chill. Yeah,
I like to pump it. I've been on the phone today since 9:30. I think I got off the phone at like 7 o'clock.
Those days are the
all
worst,
day,
man.
And it didn't end. There were still calls coming in, and I just had to let them go to voicemail. What could I do?
Pump it, Jeff. Pump it, Jeff.
Yeah, check this out. So, John Deaton, let me explain how the SEC attorney misled the court when answering Judge Netburn's question regarding whether anyone selling XRP would be violating Section 5 of the Securities Act. This will also help me prepare for our brief due in 8 days. So Section 4 exemptions would apply, and therefore retail holders should not be in violation. Not true. This was Attorney Tenrero.
Yeah, Tenrero, that's it.
And therefore, retail holders would not be in violation. Not true. If the purpose and intent is to have XRP distributed by purchasers into a secondary market, no exemption applies under Section 4, as Tenrero suggested to Magistrate Netburn. It goes on, the Telegram case tells us all we need to know. Judge Castle found that Telegram's offers and sales of the grams represented an ongoing violation of Section 5 and must be enjoined before reaching public distribution. Basically, if the digital asset gram or XRP is going to end up being sold to the public, Section 4 exemptions do not apply. And then they kind of go on.
The next part's important, Jeff.
Did I miss it here?
Yeah, because
so when distribution, the judge said, when distribution reaches the public, the SEC can invoke jurisdiction and claim that the public needs the protection of the Securities Act.
Right. So the only way you can have exemption is if it is a security. Otherwise, Section 4 does not apply. So it's like, in a way, the attorney sort of really, you know, Tenrero really kind of missed the boat on that. He's like, well, no, that's under Section 4. Well, wait a minute. That's if it's a potential security, but what if it's not? And what we're finding out today with the advent of Flare and Wanchain and just all this other stuff, there's so much utility going on right now with XRP and value. It's amazing. Come on. The SRP is embarrassing himself at this point.
Yeah, it's separating. This whole thing is getting ready. You know, we already have a separation of the space, separation in the market. You know, I think it's you know, definitely moving in a positive direction overall.
Hey, do you remember who the Ripple's head of XRP markets used to be? None other than Miguel Villas. So he has joined the board as well. So he joined the Dam Gibraltar. Where you know where they're located, Jeff?
In Gibraltar?
Yeah, I'm right there. That's where they're located. Right. Leading crypto payments company in Gibraltar, which is the size of my toenail, has announced today the appointment of its board of directors of cryptocurrency and payments expert Miguel Villas, who's right down here in Miami. With us, Jeff. Miguel brings more than 20 years of financial markets. See, I love these board. If you get a board gig, it's the greatest thing in the world. 4 quarterly meetings and lots of jack, but they get to throw your name around.
I'm all over it.
I'm in.
Bring me on a board. I don't mind. I'll work 4 days a year.
I would be extremely humbled and excited to join any damn team to build under Accelerate. Already the considerable success it's had to date. I'm confident the best is very much yet to come, and I look for Yeah, because, you know, getting paid in like digital assets or Bitcoin or whatever. Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. So congratulations to Miguel Villas, you know, a good guy. Happy he found a nice little home on a board there. It's really great. A couple more of those board positions and, you know, It's gonna be fantastic.
All right, so check this out. So check that. Just as a side note, right now, I don't know. Did you have a thought you wanted to finish?
I want to finish this because I meant to finish. I meant to say this 3 minutes ago. Berserker said you were wearing an XRP shirt. I don't think he knows that's one of the official.
Doesn't even realize.
That's one of our official jersey. Joined a little late there, Berserker, but yeah, the XRP.
XRP shirt. Look at that.
Can't be 100% sure, but I think it's magic. And if you turn around, Jeff, you'll notice there's a beautiful, beautiful on the chain logo. Boom, tasteful, not giant logos. No. And we did show that earlier, so we don't have to show that again. But if you go to onthechain.shop, merch store is open. You can start getting some cool OTC merch, people.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Check this out. We got it. Look at this. Mel G said, I placed my order. Your order will arrive between Thursday, April 29th and September 30th. Oh, I'm sorry. No, May 3rd. It's not that long. It's not that long, Jeff. Way to go, Mel G. I'm just curious what you got. I mean, maybe you got one of those cool tees for women. You know, like I said, we wanted to have some women's stuff. Not you're getting some goofy like guy stuff. I'm curious what you got.
Good too. You got to go with a blend. I forget what this one's called, but there's like a name to this one. It's like nice and kind of stretchy. It's lightweight. It's nice. I like this shirt. It's good quality.
That is very cool, man.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Well,
so all right. So you know why they talk? You know, there's this. You know, our banks. The whole idea of the banks, the fintechs, the crypto. Who's going to replace whom? What's going on? Is the DeFi space a threat to brick and mortar? JP Morgan's claiming that fintech's a threat to banks, and there's all this conversation going on back and forth. And we look at DeFi primarily just outside of the banking space. Let the people bank themselves, right? So now, you know, they've taken it a step further over in Thailand. I thought this was really, really cool. You know, so you get here, you get this, one of the major Thai banks has begun to experiment with decentralized finance. Now, this is massive, you know, because, you know, you look at it and you say, you know what, maybe this bank gets it. You know, they understand the direction of where everything's going, but it's actually a little bit more than that, because as there's right now, you know, we talked many times on the show about the battle that's going on economically on a global scale. China trying to exert the regional influence through the digital yuan. Here you have Thailand looking for regional influence and regional recognition as well. And they see DeFi, they see this new asset class and this new technology as a way to actually put Thailand on the map globally, on a global scale and on a regional scale. I mean, I think it's really, really amazing. So now they're experimenting with it, but just think, you know, what they can accomplish. And really cool. This, man, I'm really excited. When I saw this, I said, this is awesome. You know, it's great, you know, to see that you're getting engagement from a bank. Yeah, but one of the things that many have talked about, whether it's XRP or other assets, they want to be able to bank the unbanked or the underbanked. Now, here's a bank that is actually recognizing that reality and doing something about it, and not trying to figure out how do we screw the people over, you know, through our centralized mechanism and track them and control them. But why not implement the DeFi and find a way to bring in the many unbanked and underbanked in the region and let everybody benefit, you know, let them take part in banking. Man, this is probably one of the, you know, biggest news stories that I've seen outside of everything else. I think that one's massive. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to kind of look at. You know, by the way, I wanted to hang on a second. I want to put this up. Mickey B Fresh. We got to get him back on the show. I know he's super busy, but he puts out these amazing videos and he really understands the whole DeFi space. And we'd love to get his take. You know, what's going on, not only with Flare, but what his thoughts are about this Juan chain thing, because I think that would be really cool to know. But Jeff, sorry for the distraction. I just didn't want to forget that. I wanted to throw that out there. What was the question again?
CDs.
Cassettes. That's my answer every time. See, CDs, cassettes.
Well,
look, I mean, the banking thing is cool, but like I said at the beginning, top of the show, we're becoming the banks. You know, there's the power. We're saying goodbye banks, the people, power to the people. We are becoming the banks. We are becoming the ones in power. And, you know, we're going to be joining these liquidity pools to go ahead and lend. That's why you have, you know, some cool tech that's coming down the road. I just think that more and more and more, the banks are going to be so far left out, and forget about unbanked. You got a phone in your pocket, boom, download this app, and you can start launching, master nodes. Boom, click a button, a one button master node, transfer your digital asset there, and now you're doing all of this stuff that used to be very difficult to manage, right? And now you have a phone in your pocket, you become the bank. What I mean the bank is all those traditional services that banks used to offer. You need a loan, great. Well, then you can go to Trustline, and then you have a liquidity pool, and then you can take loans, you can earn interest. I mean, the greatest thing to come around the bend is the fact that you can take your digital asset that you worked your tail off for, that you believed in, XRP, can now go to work for you. You've been working for it, packing those bags, and now the roles reverse, and it's going to get its ass out there and start working for you and bringing you home some jack. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. Got to get it. Got to get that coin.
Get that coin, man. So
coin.
That's the big significant thing. And I'm on a preach there. Yeah, Die Hard. I'm preaching, man. I'm going off. Every once in a while I like to go off a little bit.
There you go, man. BNB at 591.
By the way, that Toys in the Attic, I used to have, by the way, I used to listen to that thing like so crazy. I used to have the album. Toys in the Attic is one of the greatest Aerosmith. Yeah. Wear that puppy out, man. Pressing that button, trying to find the song again. It's like ridiculous.
I wonder how many people on the stream tonight know what an 8-track is.
Not me, Jeff. It's way before my time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm an old guy. Hello, old guy. So Kelly Slate says, I think DeFi lending might be for people with not such great credit. 800 or more score, go to the bank, lower interest. Right on. Yeah, so there's going to be all kinds of things available. Yeah, you're not going to be locked out. It's almost like they have these like universal agreements. It's like this bank does this and this bank does that. And we have this, we have that. And you look at them both and you're like, it's the same thing. So you're right. That's a good point. Look at this. HSBC bans customers from buying Bitcoin backer Microstrategy shares. We heard that, right, Jeff? That's
yep.
But who cares about HSBC? They're aren't they on the verge of collapse anyway?
They're on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who the hell are they? Ryan Jeffries worked it out. $100 of BNB at 10 cents 4 years ago would now be $600,000.
Jeff, what did I tell you about that? Remember I told you about $100? Man.
Yep. And imagine you put 1,000. 100's easy. You put 100.
Well,
you forget about it.
Well, will BitTrue be the next coin to take off?
Maybe we need to put $100 in there. What is it at? Is it too late?
No, it's not too late. I think it's a couple cents maybe. But that's another one that could. I mean, look, they're doing a lot in the finance space. They're doing a lot.
What is their coin? What do they have? The BTR?
BTR, yeah. Guys, all I want to say about this, Mike, crypto. Please do your research on Nexo. Please do your research on Nexo. It's not a recommend for me at all. Just
true.
It's just forget.
Coin.
You guys are going to go somewhere reputable, like
it's 26 cents already.
Yeah, but it was like just like under a penny before.
Man, now you got me thinking. So what would $100 of BitTrue be when it hits, if it ever goes to 500? I mean, BNB is almost 600. I'm still mystified. At the fact that BNB is almost 600.
Somebody told me to buy Risk Moon.
Risky.
The hell?
There you go. The BitTrue coin, 26 cents.
Yikes.
It's
going up. I have a little bit of that, but again,
a little of the BTR.
Yeah, a little BTR.
Get $100 with the BTR and just let it ride.
I look at Casino Coin. When Casino Coin rolled back over into the ledger, when that news came out, that's already 3x, Jeff.
Yep.
So, yeah, Casino Coin. SYB says it right here. Casino Coin. And really one of the reasons that I put anything in there is because I think they had some challenges. I think they kind of got their team, kind of made some changes, and they saw the light. XRPL, they had to get back to the ledger. So that was like exactly why I thought it might have been pretty cool. Graph is another one. Jeff, I did those little tutorials on Coinbase, got a little graph, and man, holy cow, that thing's taken off. That's taken off. I log into my account the other day, and I'm like, where's this money? Oh, I did all those silly tutorials, and now that stuff went up, and they get some money sitting in there.
You got the graph. Nice.
Damn, I got some BTR. Mr. K just realized it. Thanks, Mr. K.
How about the Doge?
It's on the ledger.
7 cents.
That's like an all-time high, isn't it?
I think 8 cents was the all-time high.
Wait. What's this? G saying check out Akash Network, AKT, partner with Coil and ILP. That's something I haven't heard about.
What's that?
GDLT says, hey, check out the Akash Network. It says it's partnered with Coil and the Interledger protocol. Check that one out. Pull that one up, Jeff. Let's check that out.
AKT. Let's pull up some Akash.
Well, the Flare IOU is at
It's
181.
$7.
You know what my Flare IOU is? 3,621. Complete trash.
How is it $1.81? That scares me.
A cash? What is it rated? $7. $1.81.
Oh, this one's $7.
$7, dude.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
All right.
I have no idea, but it's partnered with Coil. I don't know how they're partnered with Coil. What's their website or use case?
It's up 38% in the past 30 days.
Well, anyway, we'll take a look at it. We'll deep dive it a little bit. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to really thank you for coming along for the trip. The on the chain.store is open. If you guys want to browse it, check out stuff, look it to your heart's content. You can look around there and there you go. And that's it, really. I mean, guys, it's Monday. We've got an amazing week. We're seeing a lot of green. We've got XRP is pumping here, which is great. What's it at? I'll give you the final tally here. It's 144. It touched 147.
I just closed it.
Sometimes I go out of focus here. I'm like, oh.
Did you realize you have to register for Fiat Leak now?
No, I didn't realize that. Probably too much. Why am I all blurry? What in the heck is going on, man? Anyway, we got to get out of here.
Having to register for this.
I don't either, but I'm all
not as fun anymore.
Blurred out.
Oh, you're all blurry. What happened to you, Chip? Why are you all blurry?
I don't know. Sometimes the camera doesn't reset. But anyway, that's it. We got to get out of here. Guys, listen, thank you for coming here. Thank you for checking it out. Really appreciate everyone jumping in here tonight. Jeff, you got anything to say?
We stream 6 nights a week. Did you know that? Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow is another night. It's Tuesday. And we'll be back here at 8 p.m. exclusively
on the chain.
On the chain.
See you on the next one.
We're out.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.